Hello, my chariots. My name is Hope, and welcome to my channel. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody that is watching. I have another pick a card reading for you today. So I'm sending you I'm going to send you all the love that I'm feeling today while I'm doing this reading. I am ready to go. I have my beautiful, it's called Nurturing Rose Cup of Love tea. All right. So we're going to be getting into lots of things. Today's reading is Valentine's messages from your specific person. All right. That special person that's on your mind on Valentine's Day. Uh, we will we will read messages, we will get messages from your person. We'll look at the tea fortune cards that I have. We'll look at some charms. So we'll get into everything today, and hopefully it will be a beautiful reading. All right, so let's take a look. There are 3 piles that we have. Before I start the piles, a quick reminder that if you're looking for a private reading at this point, if you want something more personal, take a look in the description box below. I have my email. You can send me an email, and then I will give you instructions and guidance how we can set up that personal one-on-one reading if you're looking for something more just for you. As you know, these are general free readings for the collective, so not everything is always going to resonate, okay? Let's take a look, as I was saying, at the piles. So I have 3 piles here today. I have a couple of oracle cards that we're going to start out with. One, as you can see, the romance angels, okay? And then these are dried flowers that I usually have on my fireplace mantle that I thought would be perfect for me when it comes to Valentine's Day. I do have my red things, but I'm more drawn to the purples and the pinks and the pastels. So those are my colors that I like to focus on. So you'll take a look. I have for pile 1 this beautiful pink flower here. All right. And they're so delicate. I'm afraid, they'll crumble. So they're dried. And I put these out during the month of February. So this is for you. Pile 2, I have this cream color. It's almost like a pom-pom. All right. And that is going to be your reading. And then pile 3, we have this beautiful dried, it's like a purplish, mauve grayish rose. Okay. And this is going to be your reading. So, my chariots, do what you need to do in order to pick your pile. You may be drawn to more than one. And if you're not drawn to any, that's fine. Or if the messages that I am giving today, my energy, if you're not connecting with me, that's perfectly fine as well. You can kindly back out. Go check out the other videos that I have uploaded, or you can go check out the other amazing, wonderful readers that we have out there. There are so many, and surely Spirit, the universe, is looking to connect with you in some way if you check one of those out as well. All right? So why don't you pick your pile and we will get started. All right, hello, pile 1. Okay, you were drawn to the beautiful pink flower here for your reading today. Today, we are going to be asking Spirit about messages regarding your special person, that person that you think about on Valentine's Day, what messages come through and what it is you need to know about them in the situation at this time. Okay? But before we get started, let's just take that moment so we can gather ourselves and just focus for a few minutes. So pile 1, if you can take in a deep breath for me at this time. and just relax. Go within. I am looking for my intuition to connect with yours so that I can bring you the messages that you need to hear most at this time. So I want you to say to yourself in your mind, I am connected to my higher inner power, and I trust my intuition always. All right. So I'm just going to place this beautiful pink flower here while we do your reading. So I'm starting out with 2 oracle cards today, one from Romance Angels and one from Island Time Wellness. This is the Love Oracle cards. I think this is, let me just look, version 3. Yeah, looks like it's version 3. So let's take a look at what's going on and what's coming through here today. Wow, forgive and learning. Later dude, okay? So here we have forgive and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And here's later dude. Love yourself enough to accept only the best. Let go the wrong person and be comfortable being alone. All right. So I do feel that the energy that's coming through right now for you, pile 1, is yes, the person that I feel that you've been thinking of and focusing on, it's been very difficult for you. Okay. And that they have brought pain and you've had a pretty tough time because things have not unraveled the way that you were hoping for, that things did not progress the way you were expecting them to. So you are learning a lot, okay? You are learning a lot from this relationship, this situation, this connection that you were involved in, this person that you're thinking about today. And I feel like Spirit's asking you to be gentle with yourself on this Valentine's Day, right? The day that you find this reading, whether it's Valentine's Day or any other day, the day that you find this reading and you're sitting here listening to this, Spirit is asking you specifically, pile 1, to be gentle with yourself, that this little situation that you went through with this person that means the world to you was definitely an experience, a learning experience for you. All right. And you are being asked at this moment to go within. Okay, to go within your heart and forgive yourself and to forgive this person as well. All right. So I do feel that if this is someone, especially when I look at this later dude, if this is someone picked up and walked away, for some of you, if they actually left you, packed their bags and separated, if they walked out the door on this relationship, or it's if they just kind of ghosted you and just, sort of left you alone to pick up some of the pieces of trying to figure out the purpose of what this situation was between the two of you, because you really felt something that was there. Spirit saying it's okay. All right. It's okay. It was a learning process for you. They know that it's difficult and they know it did bring you some sadness. But there are lessons here to be learned. There are lessons here that need to be learned. And I feel the most important thing is to sit in quiet moments with yourself, in releasing some of perhaps that resentment and anger that this person brought to you, okay? And forgiving yourself, okay, because maybe you said or you felt like you didn't handle the situation to your best, and this person didn't handle the situation either to their best, and Spirit is saying, sit in love when it comes to this. Take a step back and let's see how we can learn from that. All right. So let's get into tarot now. All right, I'm using the beautiful ethereal tarot and see what other messages come through regarding this situation, about that special person that you have on your mind at this time. If any of you celebrate Valentine's Day, do you celebrate with candy? Do you like chocolate? Do you like flowers? Um, if anything, it's okay to indulge in a piece of sweetness. Maybe your person called you sweetness. Okay, let's see what we have here. So we have the Queen of Wands, the Lovers, and the Four of Wands. My goodness. Talk about starting out with a super powerful love reading on Valentine's Day. Definitely pile one. The Page of Wands. And Death. Oh my goodness. Okay. Um, listen, I feel pile one, you've been doing um, so much soul searching. Look at this, the hermit that's here with us at this moment. I feel like you've really taken a lot of time, pile one, to go within, and to really try to understand what this connection was all about, this relationship, the situation that you were involved in when it came to this person. And I understand why it's very painful for you, because I can feel that love and that passion and that intensity that existed between the two of you. Now, the Four of Wands is here, this 1111. If you're looking for that twin flame confirmation, um, twin flame or not, when it comes to soul growth and soul learning, what I'm pointing out as we move along in this journey, my chariots, is that yes, even though you recognize it, this connection perhaps as your twin flame, or that soul person, that deep soul connection. Um, the fact of the matter is that we all, right? We all need to be treated fairly and within balance, right? I mean, that is the whole point of this growth. So I feel like there's a message coming through here that Spirit wants you to know that even though you may recognize that this person that you're thinking about right now is your twin flame. I mean, we have the Lovers here with this Gemini energy. We have the Queen of Wands, and she is just all about being sensual. She's very passionate. She has that um, sexuality about her that's very alluring. Okay. And then in addition, this Queen of Wands, this is Aries energy that we're talking about. So it's a very, um, fire energy. Optimistic she is with that sunflower that she holds, and then here we have that beautiful black cat that shows up, showing and reminding us of the intuition that this queen has. So I definitely can see what kind of connection that you and the person on your mind, what this was, and the intensity that you feel from it. There was something very loving here that I feel existed between you and your person. They felt that sense of passion, and I do feel like it started with an intense chemistry, sexual attraction for one another. I mean, look at all these wands that we have here, and even the page of wands, the way this, I'm chuckling just because of the way this page is depicted, but what I'm seeing is just the intense sexual attraction that your person has had for you. And then look, we're over here with death, kind of confirming that there was this ending here that occurred between the both of you, which makes it very difficult. It could be difficult on this day. Again, we're talking about Valentine's Day for those who celebrate, and it's a day all about love and romance. And you may not be able to share that with this person at this time. But this death card, which is the beautiful Scorpio energy, again, another card that really brings home the intensity that exists here. Shows me, though, the transformation and the growth that the two of you are getting from this connection, whether you realize that or not, because if you're on that journey where the two of you are in separation, that you have moved on from one another, that you're no longer in contact with one another, it's showing me how powerful this has felt for you. And I feel that that's where this card of forgiving and learning has come in, because Spirit is asking you, like, this person, there's this confirmation that I feel that's here, that this person has been brought to you so you can grow and learn. Okay. This is all about soul growth, which is not easy. Okay. And a lot of times, there's so many things that I've read about twin flame relationships, and there are some pretty, how can I put this, but there's pretty there's pretty deep opinions out there of things that I personally do not agree with, as far as going to the ends of the earth to be with this person. I never felt that was something that was the goal or the objective of a twin flame, and I do believe in twin flames and that they strongly exist. There's no doubt about that. That's for sure. And I'll never stop believing that. But what I do want to point out to this group, because I do feel like, there was such a strong, intense connection that existed between the two of you, that doesn't mean that your goal here in this 3D material world, that's your goal, to go to the end, trying to think that you are going to end up with this person and live happily ever after. Because to me, that is very far-fetched. It can happen, and I feel like there are some cases out there where, if timing was right, that people have been able to come together. But it's this type of intense connection that can really, mess with your mind and your soul if you're not careful. So I feel like, yes, this was that very intense connection that you felt with this person. But I do feel that the important messages that Spirit wants you to know at this time is, even though you felt this intensity with this person, that was just the beginning for you, okay? Because most times than not, Spirit brings a person into your life so that you can open your eyes. And what I mean by that is connecting to your third eye chakra and seeing beyond what just exists in this 3D material world, and using your five senses, right? There's something much grander that our souls are a part of. All right. And it is this person that triggered that beautiful transformation and that spiritual awakening within you. And if you take time to step back and during your healing process, because this isn't easy, but during your healing process, if you recognize that, and if you forgive yourself and this person, okay, because things did not work out the way that you wanted them to, it's really, to me, it's a beautiful gift. I always look at it as a beautiful gift. And just a reminder as well that, if you're involved in a heavily toxic situation, then that is something that, again, that I want to point out that that's not your goal to be with this person. If they are hurting you in any way, if they are treating you unfairly, if they are cruel or mean to you, okay, that is not your goal to remain with that person, no matter what you label them as. All right. Let me see if I can get anything else before we start getting other oracle cards and messages. And I feel like, I had a lot of messages just come through with this strong, the emotions and feelings that I'm picking up right now. So we have the Ten of Swords here. Let's make room. All right, let's make room. We have the Five of Pentacles. And the Seven of Swords. We have the Sun. We have the Chariots. Wow. I mean, this is some beautiful, tough energy. And look at this. On the bottom of the deck again is the Hermit. Gosh, have to leave that because that's how important that message is here today. That beautiful soul searching, following your inner light and following your inner voice, right? Following your gut, all right, when things go awry. And what's beautiful is what I see coming through here is that journey of realization that you meet someone and there's such a strong intensity here. It's in your mind because it's hard to forget. All right. It's hard to forget. And I see how painful the ending here was for you, pile one. And I see how you still miss this person with the Five of Pentacles, There's this feeling with both of these cards coming through that you would want nothing more as your person to sit there and be able to hold each other. There's something coming through very physically about wanting to just hold each other. All right. With the Seven of Swords, with this Seven of Swords here, right below this Four of Wands, what it's showing me is that, your person has these feelings of looking back here, this missed opportunity and what occurred from this situation. All right. This is a missed opportunity. And look at all the pain that's here. Okay. That your person experienced along with yourself. And yet there's still here this beautiful energy with the Sun and the Chariot. I mean, there's some beautiful major arcana cards here associated with this reading. We have the Lovers, we have Death, we have the Hermit, the Chariot, and the Sun. It's a beautiful assortment of cards that are coming through, showing me that when your person still thinks about you, pile one, that they know that they feel this warmth, okay, within their soul, hearing you, the reminders of you, or even if they're able to see you say your name, however you come through for them, there's still this warmth and joy that they think of, despite perhaps how this situation ended. And I feel like they want you to know that they're pushing through here with the chariot, just like they hope that you are pushing through, and overall, that's the purpose. We end here with this beautiful chariot energy, which is number 7, showing me the spirituality again of this connection, but also, this is the card about being able to take the reins. Okay, when something very much emotional is going on within you, when your soul is feeling that tug, that pull back and forth, and you feel like you're being pulled in 2 different directions, and yet you pick up the reins of the chariot, the horses, and you move forward. You move forward. And I feel like that's where the both of you are. You are moving forward with this rebirth and this transformation that the 2 of you have experienced since you came into contact with one another. All right. So let's see what other messages we can get. Let's see. I want to get messages from your person, and then we'll do tea leaf cards and see if anything additional comes out. Okay, what do I want? How about for you? Look at this. We'll do heart to heart. All right, and see what messages come through for pile 1 spirit from person that they're thinking about today on Valentine's Day. I'm unhappy with the way things are right now. My mind is full of you. There's other things that make them feel full too, pile 1. I see things that remind me of you everywhere I go, and that's what I'm talking about, this sun, that they don't dismiss you in any way. If anything, there's that beautiful reminder, just like the sun that comes out every day when they hear your name or they see anything that pertains to you. Please don't give up on us. And when I look in your eyes, I see my whole future. All right. So let's see if I can pull some tea leaf cards and see if there's anything. I always like the tea leaf cards, and now I have some great, beautiful charms we'll pull. And I love these as extra little gifts. So if you're looking for any type of sign right now, think of a sign as I pull these tea leaf cards, and we'll do the charms next. And then I want to close out with a card from the Universal Love deck, and we can read the advice that's given for you at this time. But let's see what comes through. Okay. Those came out. So we have broken ring. Parting of the ways in either romance or business. So, and I feel that with the 10 of Swords that was here. So this is showing me parting of the 2 of you in this physical 3D world at this time, fan, romance, celebration, and party. So, fanning yourself from all that passion, which definitely came through here today. Table, hard work ahead. So again, I feel like this is that reminder of the growth that you are experiencing because of this person coming into your life. And we all know that growing and that transformation is not easy. Okay. We wish it were, but it isn't. It's messy. It can be very sad. Your feelings can be full of ebb and flow. It can be tumultuous at time. You can hit that dark night of the soul at times, and it's all part of growth. Okay. Hills, obstacles to overcome. So your person, I feel, may have a lot of challenges that they're working through right now, that there's obstacles that they need to meet in order to be able to see this sun that sits here. And then we have the turkey. Someone's behaving stupidly. So look, that's where I'm asking, or I should say, more of spirit asking what's coming through here is to be gentle and to forgive yourself and to forgive this person perhaps if they behaved foolishly in any way throughout the situation. Again, I'm just reminding you, it was that, that this was meant for growth between the two of you. That is the sole purpose of what this connection is all about. And I feel like there are times where your person is really kicking themselves for the way that they treated you. So I'm asking you to be very forgiving of that. Now, I'm not asking you to forgive if they treated you poorly and to run back to this person. I'm asking you to forgive so that you can set your soul free, so that that energy that that's been housed up within your soul can be released so that you can grow and focus on other things. Okay. So let's do some charms. Let's do some charms right now. Okay. And then we will end with a card from Universal Love. So there's a lot of beautiful charms in here. In my charm collection, I cleaned it up and I got it all ready so that we can use it. Again, let's see if there's any extra confirmation, any signs that you're looking for. If you don't have any charms or some of these T fortune cards don't match for you, there's nothing to get upset about. These are just an extra little bonus that comes through that perhaps, the energy of who I'm connecting with may be needed at this time, So if the reading itself meant something to you, that doesn't mean that you need to disregard it because of these charms or the T fortune. That's how I always look at it. So let's see what comes through for you. All right, so look at this. It's a charm with the sun and clouds. I feel like there's that sun that's wanting to shine. Look, we have a turtle here, so take that how it resonates for you. It could be a turtle. Turtles are slow and steady wins the race. So, it could be that sign that things are moving slowly, or you're just going with the flow right now at this point. You're going through the flow. And then look at this. This is a snake. Okay, so a snake may be a symbol for you, and to me, snakes are all about transformation. I don't know, perhaps with the snake and the Seven of Swords here, I'm not sure if any type of deception occurred along the way when it comes to the two of you, but again, I want you to try to breathe through and forgive yourself for anything that you may be holding yourself to. Let's be compassionate with ourselves and look at it as that lesson, that transformation, and that growth. This looks like I think this is a coyote. It looks like a coyote or a wolf howling to the moon. Okay. Um, this looks like a camel. All right. So we have a camel coming up here. We have the acorn, where, again, acorn, like a seed, planting the seed. Obviously, seeds have been planted from this connection. Let's see what is going to grow from this seed. What is going to grow and blossom from you because of this? We have the four-leaf clover, which represents good luck. And look at that, we even have the horseshoe. So, there could be something that you feel very lucky or your person does. We have the letter W. Okay, so we have one letter W. We have a butterfly here with the moon. So that's very beautiful. Butterflies are that sign of transformation. We have the camera here, which could represent, to me, taking pictures or looking at your pictures, social media, the whale. We have a whale here. We have a clock, we have a clock that's here, and it's almost like banged up. So it could be that time, time, the two of you, time has passed, okay, since the two of you spoke, or timing, it just isn't the right timing. We have the zodiac sign Aries, okay. Courageous is on the back there. And look, we have a little rocking horse, okay? So that can represent children in some way if you're looking for that, if there's children involved. And look, the heart is here with the word perfect. I feel like that's how your person, they do have these feelings where, look, this connection was perfect for them. And it's perfect for the both of you because you have learned something from each other, whether that's difficult to recognize or not. All right, so let's close out with the cards from Universal Love. It's a beautiful deck, and let's see what your advice is in regards to yourself and the situation that will help you to heal and be able to move forward. Okay, this one. Look at that. Message from afar. Beautiful. Beautiful. So maybe the two of you are nowhere near each other, all right? Not in the same physical location. It could just be how distant the two of you are at this moment in time. Let's see what the advice is. Have the courage to live your dream. Let all unfold from within your soul. Listen to your inner voice. Be yourself. Do what your heart asks of you. Live, speak, and breathe your truth. Every situation you find yourself in is here to help you grow in love and wisdom. Always make the most of life. Focus on what you have and not what you don't. Be grateful. Show compassion for those less fortunate than you. Smile more often and dance when no one is watching. Think about your eternal soul. Think about eternity. Think about heaven. Remember to smell the roses, to look up at the sky, to feel the earth beneath you and the endless universe that surrounds you and the stars above you. Feel the breeze, the trees, and the love that fills and surrounds you. You are loved unconditionally no matter what. Think about 1,000 years from now and 1,000,000 years from now. And Pile one, I just get goosebumps from reading that message because I feel it is such a beautiful way to summarize this reading and the messages that Spirit truly wants you to know today in what this person has brought you and what you are learning from it as you go forward. All right, my loves. So I'm going to leave the reading here. Have a beautiful Valentine's Day, and I look forward to seeing you at the next reading. Bye. Hello, pile two. Okay, you were drawn to this cream pom-pom sort of flower. And this is going to be your reading today. We're asking Spirit about that special person that you're thinking of on Valentine's Day, someone that means something to your heart. We'll see what messages comes through, what messages your person has for you, what messages Spirit can tell us about the situation. We'll pull some tea leaf fortune oracle cards and charms, and then end with a card from Universal Love. All right. So before we get started, though, let's just take that moment to go within and focus. So pile two, if you can take in a deep breath for me right now. And just relax. Quiet your mind. Focus. I am looking for my intuition to be able to connect with yours so I can bring you the messages that you need to hear most at this time. So I want you to say to yourself in your mind, I am connected to my higher inner power, and I trust my intuition always. All right, so let's take a look. I'm starting off with 2 oracle cards today. I'm just going to put your little cream flower off to the side. We have one here from Romance Angels, and then this is from Island Time Wellness, the Love Oracle cards. It's version 3. Ooh, look at this engagement, okay? And then we also have life goals. So engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And then life goals, be sure your life goals, your lifestyle are congruent with your partner. Your partners grow together or grow apart. All right. So, very interesting way to start out, pile two, your reading. I mean, obviously, the energy, you're looking for that change, right? You're looking to be able to take that next step up wherever you are. It doesn't necessarily have to mean engagement. What I'm looking at this card as is taking that next level of commitment. So wherever things are, whatever that next level of commitment for you is, it could be marriage, it could be engagement, it could be as something as becoming serious, becoming exclusive, one-on-one. All right. It could even be taking that step, say, from friendship to something more romantic. All right. But Spirit is asking you, letting you know at this time that with this card here of life goals, you need to make sure that you and your partner, the one that you're thinking about today, are you going to grow together, okay, or are you going to grow apart? So you need to make sure that your goals are, comparable, or there's that compromise there that the two of you are looking for the same growth, that you're looking for the same values, that, you're both, balanced, okay, when it comes to coming together. If anything is not in balance and it's not flowing smoothly, I'm sure you heard me say those words in many of my other readings, when things aren't flowing the way the energy is meant to. All right. So, things have to be free. Okay. So if there's any type of adversities, if there's any other type of challenges that are in the way from you and your person being able to flow together and flow smoothly, so that you can take that next step, that next level, of whatever, whatever part of the relationship that you're in. There's obviously going to be complications if you cannot do that. So I feel like that's your main goal, or that's the main message that Spirit wants to give you at this time, regarding this person. Okay, so let's take a look at tarot and see what comes through. This is the ethereal tarot that I'm using today. And I'm drinking my nurturing rose tea. Just full of that compassion, that sweetness. It's very flowery. All right. So let's take a look here. All right. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, Judgment, and the Three of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So pile two, the messages that are coming through right away in regards to you and your person that you're thinking about right now is Spirit wants you to know is there seems to be too much indecision, okay, when it comes to the relationship that the two of you are in. So there's too much indecision. I feel like it's exactly what I was talking about before I dealt the cards. Too much back and forth with you and your person on where you want to go next when it comes to this relationship. All right, this connection. Whatever stage you're in, there's too much back and forth. I feel like there is not enough freedom here between the two of you to be able to flow. Okay. Look at what the center of the card that is here is this Judgment card, the beautiful card of Judgment. And this is card number 20. Number 20 talks about having to make choices. It is about duality, and it is about hearing the call. Okay. And with that comes having to make important decisions, especially emotionally. And when we look at the Two of Swords, this situation, this is not happening. It's either one or both of you sort of have your head buried in the sand when it comes to the reality of this situation and what actually needs to be done in order for it to be able to move forward, okay, and flow smoothly. Everything that I just talked about when it comes to that flow of energy. right? In order to make room for this relationship to be able to move to that next level. All right. There has to be that balance. And it can't be wishy-washy, and that's what I'm feeling. There's a lot of back and forth and wishy-washy when it comes to this person and you, as far as how to move forward and who needs to do what. So you may be thinking, well, your person isn't doing this. They're not coming, they're not telling me how they feel. They're not stepping up and saying that they're going to take this next step. So I'm unsure. But I feel like there's some things also with you, Kyle, too, that need some work as well. Okay. This Nine of Pentacles, this beautiful Nine of Pentacles is pre-Empress energy. And that is all about being able to take charge of your life. Okay. And it's about being able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And that's where you have to be in order to be able to move, to move smoothly with this person. Okay, so I do feel like there's some things on your end when it comes to freedom, when it comes to independence, when it comes to living your best life, okay, that there seems to be some snags, all right? There seems to be some snags that you need to work on. With the card of Judgment here in the middle, I do feel that there is that sense of an awakening that, there's this sense of call that you're definitely picking up on, Kyle, too. But, both of you have to be willing to answer that call. So if the other person is not even, remotely ready, if they're sleepy, and especially when I look at this person, they have the mask on. So if there's a sleepiness here in this 3D material world, you may feel very heartbroken with the Three of Swords here. And you may be wondering with the Page of Pentacles, like, what's going to happen? Where's this future headed? What is this coin going to represent for me? Because, you're feeling that there's a lack coming from the person that you're thinking about, that they're not moving in the direction of forward. Maybe they're taking 2 steps back even, which is very confusing because of this card here of engagement and life goals. What it is pointing out to me is, your person's not ready. They're not on that same wavelength of energy that you are. Okay. So are you ready to accept that your person is not ready to head in the direction that you are on different frequencies at this point? Okay. But what are you going to do about yourself at this moment in time? Okay. And I know that can be very heartbreaking with this Three of Swords here and this wonder of this page, because, it turns into that newness of, how do you move forward? If you're growing apart, then what's in store for you? Okay, which can be which can be fearful. Let's see what else we get. The Sun. Justice. The Empress. Death. And the Ace of Wands. Okay. So I feel like there's this question here on the bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. I feel strongly that Spirit is asking you, when it comes to these life goals that you're choosing, are you following your intuition with this High Priestess here? You know what it is that you need to do. Spirit is asking you to step into your power, All right. I do feel like you're the one sitting in this divine feminine energy, pile two. Okay. You're sitting in this divine feminine energy and you're being called at this moment. You're being called at this moment. And are you answering the call? Okay. This beautiful Empress energy is all about abundance, right? It's about fulfillment, it's about growth, and it's about fertility. Okay. It is about growth and it's about expansion. And you are being asked to step into your Empress power at this time. All right. To focus on the Nine of Pentacles and the Sun, which is you and your life. And again, the steps that you need to take. We have justice here. Here's an owl. Okay. That may be a sign for someone. But always talking about what was going to bring peace and harmony to your soul. Okay. It can represent that feeling of knowing what is not in balance at this time. You're always going to see the scales and you're always going to see the sword in most cases, representing that truth, representing that clarity. The owl is here showing us the wisdom and the intuition that is needed in this situation. And what I'm seeing here is, you have to step up just as much as sort of putting it all on your person. Okay. Putting it all on your person. Both of you obviously are moving where things are not flowing smoothly, and it's probably because your goals are not aligned at this time. And because of that, important decisions need to be made so that you can grow, all right, so that you can transform, okay, from this awakening that has triggered you, all right, so that you can have this opportunity to have this brand new fire, this spirituality, okay, this new creation for you that you're looking for, okay. And I feel that you know that within because this high priestess sits here, right? She's very well aware of understanding this 3D material world. She's aware of what's beyond, being able to put that other foot beyond and have that greater understanding of where our souls sit and what the bigger picture is for all of us. Okay, when you take a step back, okay, and realize that we are so much more than what we think we are. We are so much more than what we think we are, especially in this moment when it comes to this person and this situation. All right. And that is why this beautiful divine feminine energy is being called for at this time when it comes to this person. Okay. What I'm feeling is the main message for you today. This person is sleepy. Okay, that's a simple way of putting that they have not reached that awakening that you were hoping that they would. So you met them, you've had this beautiful trigger, you've been on this journey trying to grow and trying to figure yourself out, and your person has not. All right, and because of that, you are and you have different goals at this time, which makes it very difficult for you to be able to push through and have this freedom and independence and the feeling of joy and everlasting happiness because your souls are not aligned at this moment in time. Okay? There could be some cycles that need to work through here with justice, the justice card, which is Libra energy. It is all about that peace and harmony. It could be that, one of you are working through a karmic situation right now, a karmic cycle, meaning there's lessons that need to be learned. And until this cycle occurs, all right, you are unaligned. So it's not that, this situation, you may be wondering, why did this happen to me? Why is this person not moving forward? Why do they not want to take the next steps? Do they not love me? It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with where your energy is aligned at this moment in time. And what spirit is showing me and what I'm feeling from these cards is that you two are really on different paths. Okay. You're on different paths right now. So because of that, you need to focus on yourself. Okay. And you need to feed your own heart and soul with growth at this time. Okay. So that you can move forward and that you can remain in that higher frequency that is needed in order for the two of you to come together. Because you may hear other readers say that as you do that, as you begin to work on yourself and as you begin to love yourself, feed that to your soul more, your frequency rises. And that eventually starts to pull your person up. Even though, that doesn't mean that you're going to end up marrying this person next week, but it begins to shift the energy. And we are all made of energy and we are all about energy. And that's what we're trying to do here. Okay. Why we're sort of housed in this vessel, being a human being, or our souls are housed in this vessel at this moment in time. So we have to be able, we can't just dismiss that, is what I'm trying to say. We still have to face and experience what goes on every day in this 3D material world, while also understanding that there is so much more beyond us. But that doesn't give us the right to just dismiss what goes on in our environment and the current situation and the reality of what you yourself, where you are and where your person is. Okay. So let's get messages from your person to see, how they're feeling and what messages they would give you at this time. Let's do Hidden Truth. I'm going to do version 2. And then I'll pick some tea leaf fortune cards. And then we'll do charms. And then we can end with universal love. Let's see. I want to make amends. Your intellect arouses me. I can't be with you. I need security. I wonder how you feel. So, do you see the back and forth, okay, the juggling, the wishy-washy of what's coming through when we look at your person? If you take a step back and look at your person's messages, they're very conflicted, all right? And I feel like that's where your person sits conflicted, and that's where you sit conflicted because you don't know which way is up, right? You want to move forward. I know and I understand and I can feel like your goal is that you would love to move forward and you want to be with this person. But I feel that the messages here for you today are to show you how conflicted your relationship, the connection is with this person at this moment and what needs to be worked on at this time so that you can flow freely with one another. Okay. So let's see. Let's get now some tea leaf messages. Let me just try to shuffle these without them all falling all over. These round circular cards can be difficult to shuffle. And These, I've been saying, these and the charms, I just think are a light, beautiful way to get signs that you're looking for, or um, additional confirmation if you're looking for that. If the message, is resonating and you are looking for just some of those beautiful signs that like to pop up, they don't always have to, you don't have to be upset if they don't. Um, It's just, I feel like an added bonus. And this card just flew out, so we'll do that one. We'll do this. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do this. Okay. Not unsuccessful plans, right? And that's a great example of where this connection is right now. There's a knot. You guys are stuck, right? You don't feel like you're moving, you're getting anywhere. Here's the month of November. November may mean something to you personally, okay? Or something may happen in November, this November coming up. Carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. And I definitely can feel from the frustration and how conflicted both of you are, that energy that's coming through is definitely taking a mental and physical toll, okay? On some of you, on your person. Arrow, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life, okay? So pile two, I feel I feel with the arrow here and the high priestess and these life goals that popped up for you, that you are on that right path where you're recognizing right now, where you're trying to come to terms with that, that the expectations you have for this relationship, this connection at this time with this person isn't flowing smoothly. And you know that you need to start to take different steps, okay, within yourself, um, in order to be able to nourish yourself and grow while this person also takes their steps, to work on whatever is cooping up their soul, why they are so conflicted, and oftentimes a lot of this conflict, which is so difficult, is because of that, having to deal with the reality of the material world that we live in, and then feeling that energy of what exists beyond and how they come together and how we can make them both work at this moment in time. It can be very difficult, right? I Psychic ability, trust your intuition. Oh my goodness, with the high priestess here, that's what I'm saying. You have to trust your intuition, go with your gut and recognize, stop dismissing the red flags that you've been seeing when it comes to this relationship with this person, right? You know that there's red flags out there, others that you've talked to maybe pointed it out, or you just feel it yourself and you've kind of been not taking the time to say, hey, I'm listening to my gut. This isn't working right now. What is the best path forward? What do I need to do, all right, to better myself at this time? So with that being said, let's take a look at the charm and see what comes through for you today. All right, and see if there's anything here that resonates. If there's anything that jumps out, please let me know in the comment section, because it's always fun. It's a light way when I pick charms and things come out, and it really does resurrect with someone. So let's take a look here. See? This is a little sort of box that I painted on my own. Been sitting here, so I thought this is really, oh my goodness, look at that. Those are way too much. All right. I'll put them away after the reading, but if you see anything, grab it, but I'm not going to go through those. Obviously, there's a lot that poured out here. So we have, let's see, Scorpio. Passionate Scorpio is here, along with Cancer. All right, imaginative Cancer, two water signs. So you two may be very emotional. We have Scissors here, making me wonder, is it time to cut the string? Is it time to cut the cord? Um, what is this? It looks like a little lollipop, a pink lollipop. All right, so I'm not sure if there's children involved. We have, again, a bow here. There could be a little girl involved in some way. Let's take a look. We have the letter N, we have the letter J, and we do have the number 1. We also have the angel wing, okay? And I love when I see the angel wing, showing us that our guides are with us. You are not alone. And I find it interesting, look, that there's this diamond shape here because I feel for some of you, you were wanting a diamond. Again, this is just a round circle, all right? Again, this could be representing cycles. I feel like with this diamond, again, engagement, uh, there's something that you were expecting from your person. That level of commitment isn't moving through. Or we have Libra here, and look at that with the balance and the scales. So I do feel that Libra energy, charming. Libras are always charming. That energy of balance is what's being needed. There's a fan here. Okay. Could be that you just feel like you're getting, I don't know. I'm thinking of a fan blowing in the wind. Um, We have a little bird here. I love birds. They are messengers. They represent messages from spirits. And then this guy here is a little elephant. Okay, so you might be looking for an elephant. There's a wine charm here. Some of you may like wine. We have the bunny. All right. Well, bunnies, rabbits, sometimes to me that represents high sexual activity. Um, Bunnies can also, to me, represent, fear because they're always so jumpy. Anything scares them and they'll just run off, the minute that, something confronts them. So you may be feeling like your person just runs off every time you try to confront them regarding emotions. There is a book here. It's showing me the alphabet, ABCs. Okay, so there could be some reading involved. You have a little pink cat here. All right. Cats represent intuition for me, and we've talked all about intuition today at this reading. And then the last one that you have here is acorns, all right, which is a seed. Okay, so I'm hoping that, as a seed, something's being planted. So hopefully something is being planted in regards to the intuition that you're picking up on, as far as what you need to do, pile two, in regards to the situation, okay, and what's going to be best for you and your lifestyle. So let's end with a card from Universal Love, and I'm going to read the advice for you that is needed in regards to this situation. There was a whole bunch of extra coins that fell out. I'm not going to touch them, but I'm telling you, I see the third eye Hamza hand. I do see Pisces and Capricorn. I do see Gemini. I also see other things like the letter B, the number 2, and the letter A. And anything else there's a bicycle here with 2 wheels. That to me, again, is a big sign of balance. When you have to learn how to ride a bike on those 2 wheels, you have to be able to balance yourself, which could be troubling right now because as I said, there's no balance right now at this moment when it comes to this this relationship. There needs to be more compromise and willingness from both parts. All right. So, what is your advice for today from Universal Love? Wow, look at that. Beautiful. Embrace. Embrace. Let's see what advice. Hmm. A new opportunity is coming your way. To grasp it, you must love, accept, and embrace the many aspects of your personality. You can do this by listing all the things you like and don't like about yourself. Include the qualities you are proud of and those you try to hide, you feel uncomfortable about, or are ashamed of. List everything, good or bad, that you think describes you. Look carefully at the list of things you don't like and identify the positives in every energy. Then go through the positive qualities and explore their limitations or negative components. With practice, you will come to realize there are no positive or negatives, as every quality you possess serves a valuable purpose. Accepting and loving all facets of you equally bring wholeness and balance. Through this, you are better able to see and grasp the opportunities life constantly presents. So, beautiful message for you, pile 2. Talking about balance, the balance that you need to find within yourself. You may not be recognizing that, especially if there's difficulties here with this person, because you may be looking at all the qualities within yourself for why you feel that this person is not moving on or moving in the direction that you were hoping for. Therefore, pulling yourself down, keeping yourself in a negative rut, and in reality, it has nothing to do with you. Your qualities are beautiful regardless. It just happens to be that your person who is also working on themselves is not at that level that I talked about earlier. All right, so I'm going to leave this reading here. Let me know in the comment section if it resonated with you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again at the next reading. Hello, pile 3. All right, you chose this beautiful purple mauvish rose. All right, and this is going to be your reading today. We are asking about messages regarding your special person. All right, we're going to get into a whole bunch of things with this reading. We're going to look at tarot, oracle cards, messages from your person. I'm going to do charms, the tea leaf oracles, and then close out with a universal love oracle card. All right. So before we get started, though, let's just take that moment to go within and just focus for a second. So we're in the right spot. So pile 3, if you can take in a deep breath for me right now. And just be still for a moment. Relax. I am looking for my intuition to connect with yours so that I can bring you the messages that you need to hear most at this time. So I want you to say to yourself in your mind, I am connected to my higher inner power, and I trust my intuition always. Okay. So I'm just going to put this beautiful little flower over here. All right. And I pulled 2 oracle cards to start with, one from Romance Angels and one from Island Time Wellness. It's the Love Oracle cards, version 3. So let's take a look and see what we're starting with. Ooh, flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy towards others. Trigger. All right. This is very interesting. Overreaction. Respond rather than react. Avoid decisions based on fleeting emotion. All right. So, ooh, pile 3. So I have a feeling that definitely the relationship that you have with that special person, someone that you interact with, uh, is very flirtatious. There's a lot of sexual banter that goes on between the two of you. It's that sort of back and forth. Um, and it's enjoyable. All right. It is enjoyable. I think it's fun. And what I'm feeling is that a person misses that. All right. There's something that they enjoy very much when it comes to the lighter side of the relationship that the two of you share. And I feel that that's being missed, okay? But what I'm also feeling is there is, right now a very romantic feeling that's coming through, okay, with these cards. It's almost this energy of your person is looking to be romantic with you. They're looking to flirt with you. They like that promiscuous behavior that the two of you have with one another. And yet, I feel that there's a little bit of a complication here because with this card of trigger, all right, that one or both of you somehow trigger each other when times are tough, if that makes any sense, or when I feel that things really need to be serious with the both of you, it may be a trigger. Either you or your person sets you off in a way that either causes them to be upset, it causes you to be upset, or you feel that something's hurtful. So there's a lot of emotion here. So with this card of flirt, I feel with the trigger card also comes, there's an emotion that runs high between the both of you. Okay. And because of that, it can set you off from time to time. Now let's get into tarot and see if we can dig in more and see what this really means. Maybe, okay, I'm just saying that, your person is just very charming and they come off as a flirt, and this triggers you because, you often wonder when it comes to the relationship that you have with this person, how serious, right? How serious are they when it comes to you? Or is it that feeling where, you have this energetic connection with this person, but they give their energy away to others quite often, where you feel sort of left on the back burner. And it could just be the case that this is, your person, as far as personality, is just very open. They like sort of engaging with other people. It has nothing to do with as far as how they specifically feel about you. You, however, feel at times somewhat almost triggered or a little jealous even of the fact that they're engaging with other people in other ways, because it makes you feel like, that you're not as important. Okay, if you pick up on that type of energy. But let's see. Let's to tarot and see what else comes through from this. Um, what else, as far as this person that's on your mind on this Valentine's Day, is it that we could understand when it comes to your situation with them? Ooh, the King of Wands. Okay. The Page of Cups, the Ten of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. All right. So this is what I'm feeling. You know, pile three, I mean, I get it. I feel like this was a tower moment for those of you that I'm deeply connecting with, because what I'm feeling is that you are ready to give your heart to this person. That's what I'm really feeling here. And I do feel that your person here is coming through as this King of Wands, all right, this Leo energy. And what I feel is that your person is someone that's very charming in some way, okay? This is someone that likes to be the center of attention, or this is someone that likes to, say, poke the bear to see what kind of reaction they get from people. This is someone that's very, they like to see how people react. They like to know how other people, like how they think. So they innocently sort of, I feel, do these things and say these things. I do feel that they're flirtatious in their own way. I do feel that, this is someone that is charming, very good looking, like they have their looks. And they know this, okay, where their energy is just very likable. I mean, let's face it, I said in one of the other readings today about how we are all energy, we are all made of energy. And when you start to understand that energy, um, it's just, I find personally that it's easier, as you start to understand how energy works. And I feel in this case, this is someone that knows that their energy is likable, okay? And they use it however they need to in order to control situations, to keep peace, right? This is just a dashing person, okay? And they're very well liked by people that they engage with, men or women. I'm not, no one specific here. You may specifically feel it's a certain gender, but I think the main message that I'm feeling from this situation is you are hurt because you were expecting more from this person. All right. I feel like with this Page of Cups here, look at this. Look at how this Page of Cups, they're holding this cup, and I do feel like, that's you reaching out to this King of Wands, because this is how this person, this is how they felt, how you felt about this person, and I do feel that in one aspect you felt very special. You felt like you had this deep connection with this person, um, and that there was something specific here, and then yet what I'm seeing on top of it is it sort of has unraveled for you. There could even have been some sort of painful ending that occurred here with this Ten of Swords. And now you're at this point where you're wondering where you are. Okay. Or what more, let me say, more to the fact of what did you mean to this person? Did they take you seriously? Did you mean more to them than any other person that they were ever involved with? Did they see you just as a friend? Okay. Did they ever see you as that material that, someone that you could be taken seriously, someone that they would marry, someone that they could see getting into a long-term commitment with, being romantic with, and really appreciating that? I feel like this is a lot of the frustration and the questions that you have in your head, because I feel that you had big dreams here. With this 10 of Cups, I really feel like you were expecting this happily ever after with this person, right? And that's how you feel about them. It's the energy that's coming through is that you were basically head over heels for this person, that you really cared for them, that you really embraced them, you liked everything about them. But in the end, you feel frustrated because you don't know how important or how much you really mattered to this person. Because I feel what you're feeling at this point is that, oh, I'm learning that perhaps this is how this person treated everyone. They're nice to everybody. They're friendly to everybody. They'll help anyone. But how are you different? And were you different? So I feel, that's the struggle that you're dealing with as today, as you come across this message. And I feel that you did enjoy, right? You did enjoy the camaraderie that the two of you had. You enjoyed those flirtatious moments. I feel that you both were aroused by it, that you both were excited by this. But I feel there's this sensitive, I should say, part on your aspect where, there's hurt here and there's some pain because you thought, that you mattered more to them. And you're feeling right now in the end, I feel like there's this pain where you feel like you were betrayed or sort of stabbed in the back, where you feel like it's not what I thought it was. And you feel heartbroken about that. So let me just see what else I can get through here. So look, we have the Three of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Empress, the World, Temperance. My goodness. And then on the bottom of the deck is the King of Cups. There's just so much coming through here that I'm feeling now from your person, pile 3. This is King of Cups. This is Scorpio energy. But what I'm feeling is, you know, what I felt originally was you didn't know how to take yourself when you compared yourself with this person and the other people that they engaged with, because as you understood this person's personality and their energy and how they are with people, it made you feel less important to them, which, saddened you, and I feel like there was this, you feel like your heart was broken from it. And yet what I'm seeing here is that and despite the situation that occurred with the two of you, there's heartache here coming from this person, from this King of Wands as well. I really feel, pile 3, that they saw you as this Empress, okay, this beautiful divine feminine, okay, and I do feel that they feel this higher connection with you compared to others, even though you seem to dismiss that, or you don't, I feel like you're almost choosing not to believe that there was anything more at this point. And yet what I'm seeing is, I do feel like your person thought the world of you in some way. Okay. Yeah, you're here in this world, and I feel like they sort of have you up on that pedestal. I feel like they found you very attractive, but it was much more than that. You're kind of here in this bundle where, for me, I'm picking up that it's almost like a whole package that's coming through here for your person. And what I'm actually feeling is there's this there's this feeling coming through that you almost gave them like a run for their money, like you sort of came up to their level where they were very inspired by you. I mean, look at this. We have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands coming through. I feel like that's a passionate match. So like I almost feel like, you know, you entertained them, you aroused them, you stirred their feelings just as much as they stirred your feelings. That this broken heart, this Three of Swords that I'm looking at, this trigger, even now that I look at the big picture, is not just coming from your side, it is coming from your person's side as well. There's something here where your person sees you almost as this angel is what's coming through. All right, especially with Temperance here. It's such a beautiful card. I mean, I'm very intrigued in this reading, to feel like this passion and the flirtation that existed, and yet the three last cards that I'm looking at are these strong major arcana cards of the Empress, the World, and Temperance, that divine feminine energy. The Temperance, when we talk about alchemy, that beautiful, perfect mix, okay, with the World card here. It's just a whimsical mixture of emotions that I'm picking up on that run through this connection and your person. And when we end here with the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck, this is Scorpio energy showing me, there is love and emotion that I feel that your person keeps hidden, okay, in some way. I feel like when it comes to this person, they let their King of Wands energy show, okay, more than the King of Cups. The King of Cups energy, though, is intense, okay? When the emotions that the King of Cups has for someone, it is deep and it's intense, but it's oftentimes a mystery, all right? Because the King of Cups can have trouble sometimes disclosing by words how they truly feel about someone. So I feel for your person, it was much easier to be seen as this King of Wands, this flirtatious person that was very lighthearted, exuberated, lighthearted energy around you, lifted you up, made you laugh more than trying to be that serious one that goes into deep, dark discussions. Okay. They tried and they enjoyed showing, I feel, this side of them much more. But because of that, and because perhaps of where things are with the two of you right now, or where things stand, where they were left, depending on your situation, it left you feeling like this Ten of Swords, where I feel like you feel deflated, like as if it makes you question whether what the two of you had was real. You feel deflated is what I'm feeling, like almost taking a pin to a balloon and popping it. And yet I almost feel like there's this special message coming in from Spirit saying, no, keep your head up high as this beautiful Empress, this divine feminine, because I just feel that this is how your person saw you, whether you recognize that or not. And that's how you need to move forward. Okay, regardless of where you are in this situation, let's continue to move with this beautiful divine feminine energy, because I do feel that there's a lot of growth here. The Empress is all about growth, and she is about abundance and fertility. And I do feel that you yourself are filled, okay, with all these amazing qualities. And I feel like that's why the world is here, this is like when someone really admires you, almost putting you up on that, like that pedestal, like, truly just acknowledging all the qualities about you and acknowledging them in a very positive way. Okay. And with temperance here, there are times when I feel this connection calls for patience. Okay. Uh, Divine timing is at play here. Okay. When it comes to the two of you. And just to be aware of this triggering that goes on between the both of you. Because I feel, pile three, when you're feeling low, you may not think that this person's triggered at all by some of your actions. And I'm here today to tell you that that is not the case. All right. Your person has definitely, it's almost like this mirroring of one another that the two of you experienced. All right. So let me get some messages from your person. I will do Chariot Soul Tarot. Okay. All right, so let's see. Let's see. This one. All right, so let's see. I'm watching you from afar. Okay. So, and that may be linked to that world card. Maybe the two of you are not in the same physical location. Your worlds apart from each other right now. And yet your person wants you to know that they are watching you. You have seen the real me. I feel like this is, related to all the questions that you had, like, what did you mean to this person, or what were you, where you feel sort of beaten down. And your person wants you to know that you very much saw a real part of them, okay? That you experienced the real them compared to maybe maybe you saw some low moments in them. And from time to time you did, interact with one another where you saw moments of sadness and you saw real emotion coming from this person. I feel like they want you to know that they treated you much more than just always the lightheartedness energy that you would see them using with others as well. Maybe you even know stuff about your person that no one else knows. You know what I mean? So I don't feel like it was light. Your impact on me is so profound. You know me so well. And do not give up on me. So, your person's making these messages that I feel like reinforcing the fact that please don't take what we had was just lighthearted or it didn't mean anything to this person, despite sort of the way that they present themselves externally. I feel like they're trying to let you know that they are someone with this King of Cups energy, the Scorpio energy that's here, that very much cared about you, had these very much, these deep emotions that they keep inside of them, and that it wasn't all fun and games like you're thinking, the way things ended. And then on the bottom of the deck, I'm even looking, I'm sorry it has taken me so long for me to gain clarity. All right, so let's also I'm going to get tea leaf fortunes, and then we'll do charms. So I'm going to just try to quickly shuffle these circle cards, which can be possible times. Now, these fortune cards that come out, the tea leaf and then the charms, now's the time for you to think about pile three. Do you have a special sign? Is there a symbol that you're looking for? These I feel like are just nice ways if you're looking for a double confirmation, to see if this reading resonates with you. If any of these really connect with you, you'll have to let me know in the comment section, like what stands out here. All right. Right. take that, 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 and this. All right, so let's see. Here's the carriage. So a journey, either physical or mental. So perhaps this carriage, I think this came out in pile 2, believe it or not. Where, for you, this connection may have taken a toll on you in some way, whether that's physical or mental, but it's been hard on you is what I'm feeling. Okay. I think your person is also trying to let you know that, they've had moments as well that it's been difficult. Here's the eye. Psychic ability, trust your intuition. This is so weird, but I think that came out in pile 2. And I just like to mention, because look, when I put these back in shuffle, look at all these cards. I mean, and they're still reappearing. A chain of events that will affect your life. And I do feel with this Empress card here, the 10 of Swords and the energy that's flowing, your impact on me is so profound. I feel like this is definitely a connection. All right. This relationship that the two of you have with one another, pile 3, has been profound. It has had a great effect on your person, as is you. Right? And it somehow has changed their life as it has yours, whether, again, you may be allowing your ego to creep in or your mind to wander, when you have monkey mind. I've said that before, and you're allowing yourself to think of probably the worst things. And yet, what it is the feeling of the moon energy sometimes when illusions pour in. And you kind of have to stop and breathe, because it's a beautiful energy, the moon, but yet you may not have the big picture. You may not understand everything that's going on. And I feel like Spirit's trying to communicate with you today that when it comes to this person, you don't have all the answers. Okay? Ooh, casket. Someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. All right? I feel like it's a sadness, or is there a loss here because of this 10 of Swords? If there was any type of painful ending, if the two of you ended on, not the best terms, there's this feeling here that sits with your person, that they feel like things are really over between the two of you. And then what's last? Pineapple, reconciliation. So isn't that, that's beautiful, seeing that it falls right under the message of do not give up on me. So it's almost like your person is looking for some sort of reconciliation. Okay. So with this World card here, that can also mean unfinished business. So it is possible that your person just feels like things aren't over, and they feel like at some moment in time, especially with Temperance here, divine timing, that you two will circle back. Okay. You'll circle back to each other when the time is right. All right. So before I close out with a card from Universal Love, let's do charms. All right. I have a bag of charms here. So again, you want to think of, you're looking for any sign or symbol in regards to your person. We'll see what comes out. And then, there may be something here that just you're looking for or clearly resonates with you. Okay. All right. So what do we got? What do we have? Let's take a look. All right. So we have here a butterfly, which represents transformation. And look on the back, laugh daily. So, I feel like this is definitely, a connection, a relationship where the two of you enjoyed laughing together, right? We have the yin yang symbol here, the beautiful yin yang, and that's the similar feeling to Temperance when we're talking about alchemy, and it's that beautiful yin yang mix. We have the guitar. So this may be someone that loves music or plays music, or thinks of songs, specific songs of you, that helps them think about you. They may have played music for you, or they play a guitar in some way. We also have here the scissors. Okay, so I'm hearing cut ties, like as if the ties were cut between the two of you. This is a watermelon. Here's a slice of watermelon. Okay, so I don't know how that resonates with you, but I also have this is like the good luck charm. Like, is this a hoof? All right. So we have that. While I'm here, we have the letter F. We do have the letter C, and we have the number 3. We have Aquarius here today. And look, and what's on the back for Aquarius? Friendly, right? Were they a little too friendly, too personable? For some of you, maybe you were just taken back by how friendly they could be with others. We have the octopus here. That could be representing, look at all these, the octopus. What do they have? 8 legs. And were these legs all intertwined again? Did you feel that they were just too, open with everyone instead of, making you question pile 3, your one-on-one and how, what that meant. Here's a shoe. It's a high heel shoe. So perhaps your person likes pumps or likes you in high heel shoes, but shoes are here. We have a star. So they may have seen you as that shining star. Okay, and the light that comes off the star here. We have an apple, so I don't know if we have any teachers, or maybe I feel that they're learning for something from you in some way if you haven't learned anything from them. And then we also have another butterfly here. So 2 butterflies representing that transformation. Here's a beautiful angel, okay, holding hearts. So this can just be showing that, we have the temperance angel over here as well, showing me that like spirit is guiding you, by your side. You have ballet slippers, which is showing me, when you watch a ballet dancer, their poise is beautiful. So your person may see poise from you, but there's almost a delicate balance. And there's something coming through that maybe your person saw you as more delicate compared to themselves, and it's just something to think about, because if you were a little more delicate than the way they interacted with others, they didn't maybe realize, or they weren't doing anything intentionally to hurt you. All right. And then last but not least, this looks like the moon here, a crescent moon. So a moon may be important to you. And I did mention earlier about the moon that sometimes that moon gives off illusions, and it leads you to think about things, and create stories in your head that are not necessarily the full story or the big picture. All right. So those are your charms, and I'm going to close out with a card from Universal Oracle. And here's meditation that has come out for you, pile 3. So let's take a look, see what meditation's all about. Okay. Your soul is yearning to communicate with you, so sit quietly and listen. Let the light of your soul fill your heart and mind. Listen to the guidance that comes from within. Pay attention to your inner world, and don't be distracted by what is going on outside of you. All you need is inside you and not outside of you. The outer world is full of distractions and illusions. In your inner world resides your truth. If you are struggling to find an answer or a solution to something, then still your mind through meditation, and soon all will become clear. Close your eyes, press your fingertips together, breathe slowly, and watch your thoughts come and go, like clouds drifting across the sky. Step back from your mind and observe its patterns and repetitions. Who is the driver? Who is the watcher? Breathe. Oh my gosh, pile three. I mean, that is beautiful. All about you focusing on your intuition and trying to ignore anything from the outside. Okay. Like I said, it's sometimes that external validation. It's the illusion of thinking that you have the answers when you really don't have the full picture. Spirit is asking you, in this case, when it comes to this person and what you thought, to take a deep breath, go within, and go with what your heart and soul feels. That is where your truth lies. All right, my loves. So I'm going to leave the reading here. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you at the next reading. Bye.